Yes, got it. Clear in this direction, sir. We'll find it.
Don't worry. They'll get theirs.
Τι σόναρ καθέπω.
Αδύνατο.
Stay where you are! Just die!
Λαβή.
Nothing gets past the eyes of Cosmos.
Καλούμε σε Μάκαρ.
Φιλαγρώθηκε εταιρεία.
Μεγαλώνει με και πολιώνει με.
Εκεί ελέγχεις υποτυχή στον νόσου ότι εξαπάταξας τον βούλον αυτού ένα πολύτον θερσίντροπο. Ο ενάγων απέστειλε τούτον βοηθήσοντα τον ημέτερον βούλο ή να εκφορτώσει σύτον. Ο σύτος απεφορτώθη, ονειλά το κάρο. Ενώ το κάρο αποφορτιζόταν, τι εφόγησε τον όνο. Ο σον βούλος έστι ανα του κάρου καθήν στιγμή ο όνος εξέστη. Κατέβευσε τούτον απάγνητα το πόδαυτο. Συ επαιτιά των βούλων γείτον έως υπέτειο, άτε ου κατεδέοντα ορθώς, ετί ελέγχεις υπό του γείτονός σου, ότι εξαπάταξας τον βούλων αυτού ένα πολύπον θερσύμβρωτο. Ο ενάγων απέστειλε τούτον βοηθήσοντα, τον ημέτερον βούλο, ή να εκφορτώσει σύτον. Ο σύτος απεφορτώθη, ονειλά το κάρο. Ενώ το κάρο απεφορτιζόταν, τι εφόγησε τον όνος.
Ούτως έχει. Η εργασία
My
A power I wield indeed. I told you last time I thought I could summon you when needed, and it has happened yet again.
And for what this time?
My friend here needs to be taken to the sanctuary of Elefsis, near the border of Mecharis. He'll finish the trek across the border on his own.
I'm always happy to help a friend of yours. Is this one drunk as well?
Not at all. And that politician was not my friend.
Let's get to it. I'm just supposed to take your friend across the border.
Yes.
Nothing else?
Carefully, if you can. Avoid roads, people, be invisible. My friend must be kept safe.
I'll make sure he's safe.
I'd hoped you'd say that.
Every time you ask me to do something secretly, someone dies. What is it this time?
Not everyone was born with your beautiful muscles built for, well, everything. Some of us work better by avoiding fights. This time, that's all I ask.
There are lots of safe passages through these parts. Tell your friend to go alone.
He could, but imagine if something happened and you saved him. Imagine the things I'd do to show my gratitude.
And why do you always turn to me?
You've proven yourself worthy. Plus, I like watching you walk away.
We should be on our way.
He needs to get to the sanctuary of Elefsis. It isn't far, although it may take you longer than usual.
It won't be a problem.
I'm glad we aren't going by sea.
Just stay back and you won't get hurt.
Alcibiades told me about you. He said you're blessed by the gods. Let's go. It's nice of you to help someone you don't know at all. We should stay on the safest route possible.
Oh, passe para αυτά.
If you try hard, you might make it to where I am today.
That's better. I was starting to get sweaty under that hood.
You're a woman.
Nice of you to notice.
Alcibiades said...
Exactly what I told him to. It was safer that way. I owe Alcibiades a lot for his help, and for trusting you with my life as well.
Enough lies. Tell me what's happening.
I said I was a man, so nobody would recognize me. I needed to escape my husband unseen.
And you trusted Alcibiades?
No one escapes my husband. He'd find me. It's been tough. I'm not sure I would have lasted much longer.
So let me guess. Alcibiades owed you a favor, or now has some scheme where you owe him?
I'm not sure what you mean. He didn't ask anything of me, and I've never known him to do so. I know many people he's helped at the expense of nobody but himself.
I'm glad I could help.
Please give Alcibiades my thanks. I only wish I had more to offer him. And you, for the help. I'll never forget either of you.
Best stay out of sight.
Turn away, Istios.
The sun and moon combined could not grant the beauty that my bride-to-be was gifted. If the gods blessed me, they did so with one eye closed. But their eyes were wide open for her.
I'm hurt. You never talk about me like that.
My sweet Misthios, such words cannot be handed out at will. It's as though Apollo himself is speaking through me.
So, you're in love.
Yes, the wedding nears, and there is so much to be done.
If you need help, I'm here for you.
Accepting before knowing what I ask of you? That's a rare surprise. I do still need a few things. Food for an offering, a ring, and some flowers. If you could bring them to my bride, Iris, she'll make use of them.
I've known you for a while now, but you've never mentioned Iris.
There's plenty I haven't mentioned. I'm sure you could say the same to me.
So what is it about Iris that turns you into, well, what I saw?
You're not jealous, are you? Don't worry. She's very open. I suppose that's one of my favorite things about her. The openness.
So, flowers, a ring, and food. Where can I find Iris?
She should be at the altar of love. Aptly named, don't you think? Oh, and don't be too taken by her beauty.
These flowers should be good enough for the wedding. I think this will be a nice enough offering.
Μεγαλώνει με θεά, αγλαώθη με τεχνών μήτυρ πολύ ολβέ. Στη λυτήρα καπός.
Giddy up. Come on.
Ουφεθρώνες.
Let's go. Here it is. I don't want to be spotted here. Hopefully this jewelry is up to Alcibiades' standards.
Let me guess. Alcibiades sent you.
He did. How did you know?
He has a skill for making others do things he doesn't want to. On top of that, he prefers if those people are attractive. He's so predictable. It's what made this whole thing so easy.
It almost sounds like you're using him. What has been easy?
Making him fall in love with me, of course. Please, Alcibiades is not the man you marry for love.
Then why are you marrying him?
Alcibiades has a true chance of ruling one day. Well, he'll be the face, but I'll be the one truly leading. The Aspasia to his Pericles.
I'm impressed. I didn't think Alcibiades would ever be on the receiving end of something like this.
He's used to being on the receiving end.
Well, you definitely have something in common.
I'll pretend that was a compliment.
And what if I tell Alcibiades all of this?
Why would you? You've seen him, he's happy, and I'll make sure he stays that way. There's nothing wrong with me getting something in return, but it's your choice. Thanks for helping with the wedding.
It's all done.
Wonderful. So, what did you think about Iris?
You must see something in her that I don't.
Well, that's true. Quite often, too. But still, I'm surprised to hear you say that.
You can't marry her. She told me she's using you for her own gain.
Is that so?
It is.
I knew she was special. To think I wasn't able to catch on. I can't wait to marry her. I'm glad you and I were able to work together, Cassandra.
So what was all of this for? Everything you had me do couldn't have been for nothing.
You've earned my trust. Are you sure you want to know?
So that package in Corinthia?
I almost forgot about that. I needed to get rid of the Odoros to pay off a debt. Plus, I needed spies to infiltrate Vardas's command. And my plan worked. Thanks to you.
All right. What about the politician?
He was brilliant and opposed me. A fatal combination. So, he needed replacing. And I had a much dumber man perfect for the job. He survived the party and you got him home safely. But it didn't matter in the end.
The woman with the Olisvos.
We talked about this. It wasn't about the woman, but her husband. He governs the trade routes between Attica and Mecharis. Or, I should say, I do now.
What about your friend? The one pretending to be a man?
That was out of the goodness of my heart. And gods curse anyone who doubts that.
I've heard enough.
Aren't you going to ask me about Iris?
Let me guess. Rich house, respected family. With her wealth, you can rule all of Athens.
Of course not. I marry for love. If those other things happen, well, I wouldn't complain.
I never would have guessed.
Each time everyone sees a more serious Alcibiades. The Alcibiades I've only shown glimpses of in the past. One day you'll see everything I was working toward. And you'll know you helped make it happen. Attica and lands far beyond will thank you, even if they don't know your name.
I'm glad I could help. I'll make sure you don't forget me when you lead Athens.
I'd never forget you. You're far too useful. It's such a beautiful day, and there will be so many more to come. Thanks to you, Cassandra.
Εσεν, Μάκαρ, Ολιόνιδε. Πάτερ, Ιδέ και Ιέ.
Better stay hidden.
Ούρε Δημάτορ. Πατριώκος με, οδηγία τον κόμμα.
If I die here, so will you!
Cosmos fights for Athens, and so Athens fights for Cosmos.
They're dead. And you must be Midon.
He doesn't speak.
So I've heard. I'm here to find out why.
Chrysis did this to him.
I thought he did this to himself.
To prove his loyalty to her.
Now, why would Chrysis want an elder priest to cut out his tongue?
Midon is a caring, generous man.
I want answers from him, not you. Tell me about the Spartan woman and her baby.
He can only answer yes or no.
The Spartan woman, was her name Myrine? They said she had the baby with her. Was it hers?
The baby was close to death when they arrived. Midon prayed for its life.
You saved the child. No.
He did everything he could, but the baby was badly wounded.
Did she tell you where she was going? Do all sanctuary priests take their servants to bed?
I am not his servant. We share a sacred bond.
Sacred. Right. I know why Chrysis made you cut out your tongue. The night my mater brought my brother here, you and your priests left him for dead. And Chrysis didn't like you telling the story.
That's not what happened!
What do you know? You're too young to have been there.
He told me the story many times before that witch stole his voice. He tried to save the baby, did everything he could. I don't believe you. Dead. How can my baby be dead?
I don't know what to tell you. You were lucky he survived as long as he did. That fall was devastating.
My baby! My baby!
Listen, there's nothing we can do for you anymore. You'd best be on your way. Ray is here.
They're gone. They're both gone. He wept for that Spartan woman so far from home. Her baby barely recognizable, hardly breathing.
Tell me, please. I need to know.
Not even Apollo could save the child. Midon told me how the Spartan woman wept, held the baby in her arms, sang to him, before finally leaving him to the gods.
Chrysis took the baby, didn't she? And she made you cut out your tongue to hide the truth. Where is Chrysis?
There is an altar, where people offer their sick babies to be healed. This is where she took the child. Find it near the statue of Apollo Maleatas, and you'll find Chrysis.
People come to this sanctuary to heal. But I come here and find people dying without hope, priests without tongues, and babies left with an insane woman. My mother was a fool to trust any of you. I'm going to find Chrysis, and she's going to pay for what she's done.
Hush, my child. May Ira bless our sacred family.
So Chrysis is the key to finding my mother. I must find this altar of Apollo Maleatas. Ella. There's the altar of Apollo Maleatas. Let's go. Ella. There's the statue of Apollo, and the altar. Chrysis will find a lot more than a helpless infant waiting for her. A warning. Must be getting close. All you cultists will die here.
Get off!
Killing seems to run in your bloodline, almighty eagle bearer.
Don't you dare speak of my family, Snake.
I still remember the night your mother brought me my child. The sad, pathetic thing, crying in the rain. Had I known then that Myrrine had 2 children. But here you are. My family is complete.
You let my mother believe her baby was dead.
But he was. Oh, how she wept when his little heart stopped beating. But then I took care of him. Placed him on this very altar. Screamed for the gods to spare his life. And they listened.
What did you do with my brother?
I saved his life. By teaching him to suffer. To know pain so well that he would learn to welcome it like an old friend. And now he will teach all of the Greek world to know that pain.
You tortured him? He was just a baby!
I taught him to survive. This world is cruel. It demands strength or death. So I gave him strength.
Where did my mother go that night?
That weakling crawled to the hills of Corinth. The monger was supposed to deliver her back to me, but she can't hide forever. She will give us more children.
I'll run my spear through your throat for the pain you've caused.
This world is pain. I gave Demos strength to cope. Your mother was a weakling who whined to the gods like a pig on an altar. I am more a mother to her child than she will ever be. I can be a mother to you too, Eagle Bearer.
This goes beyond my family. You and your cult are going to destroy the Greek world. You bring nothing but suffering.
You talk of suffering, and yet you come drenched in blood and threaten my life. You are a killer, just like your brother. Here, let me show you.
My child!
This baby's yours?
He was dying. Chrysis had me bring a gift to Ira so that he might be protected.
Chrysis lit the temple on fire with the boy and me inside.
Chrysis is a servant of Ira. She does what needs to be done.
What needs to be done? She left your baby to burn alive.
And you saved him. Gods bless you, Eagle Bearer. Sleep now, sweet child. Mater is here.
I'm not sure saving that baby was the right thing to do. Chrysis' reign of terror must end. If what Chrysis said was true, Myrrine believes my brother died long ago. I should have enough information now. I should head back to Athens to see Aspasia. I can't let Chrysis walk free. I'll kill that Malaka.
I'll do anything. Please help me.
Calm down. Tell me what happened.
Raiders in the forest. My husband, he tried to fight them off.
Did you say the forest? I thought the forests of Argos are safe.
They stole our food, our horse. They wanted to take me. All I can hear is their awful laughing. Such a horrible noise.
Laughing? And the whole group ambushed you for one horse?
Yes!
If your husband is facing the bandits alone, he won't have long to live.
Please! I have a child. You have to help us.
I will find your husband and the bandits.
After you saved that child I knew, can't help but do the right thing, can you?
Chrysis? You killed this man just to set a trap?
It's an honor to give your life to Ira's greatest priestess. He died willingly. With him gone, I have room for one more on my council. It isn't too late to join us.
You've lost your mind, Chrysis. This is madness.
A world where a killer like you is held up as a hero. That is madness.
This is the world you helped to make. I will unmake it.
Very well. If you wish to be an agent of chaos, if you wish to be a killer, then kill, child. You could have joined me, messenger. We could have ruled the world together. Destroy them! Die for me, my child.
It's burning!
Beg for me to kill you!
You fucking snake! I will not stop until every last cultist has met my spear. You will be erased from history. I will erase you. This is for my mother and every family you destroyed.
Ah, the mighty Misthios. You've proved yourself capable before. I could use your talents. One like you is always interested in more drachmi, yes?
Payment is well and good, but I'm happy to help you. Tell me what you're thinking.
I have an appetite for rare treasures. I've heard many veiled rumors and provocative stories, and I want you to recover some of these lost wonders for me.
Tell me where to look, and I'll bring you these treasures.
Have you heard of the mighty Ajax?
One of Homer's heroes?
Yes. He had a golden eagle feather, a gift from Zeus.
And why do you care about it?
It is a rare reminder of a glorious age, and so deserves to be in my grasp. Take these maps, and see if you can find it.
Where will I find this golden eagle feather?
Different tales place it at different locations. I have maps showing where you might find it.
What can you tell me about Ajax's feather?
The son of Telamon was said to be a fearless giant. Some say the golden feather that gave him courage was woven into a shield crafted of 7 ox hides. The shield is long destroyed, but Zeus's feather remains.
I'll find this feather for you, if it's there to be found. Can't handle the waves out there. Gods be good. I think this is the right spot. Empty. Someone else had the same idea.
The gods will abandon us! We are doomed! The gods will curse our names!
It can't be that bad.
Oh, it's terrible.
Tell me what happened.
The lighthouse was plundered by bandits, the terrors of Kyknos. I fear they've gone to the Mycenaean tomb of Ajax.
I'll deal with them.
Oh no, there are too many of them.
Ajax is not the only one blessed by the gods. I'll crush these so-called terrors. They'll keep a sharp watch here.
What are you doing there?
You return on the wind. Do you have Ajax's golden feather for me?
Here, one golden eagle feather per request.
Ah, what a pretty, pretty thing.
Glad you're happy. Now, my pay.
Calm yourself. Here, for your trouble.
Thanks.
You flew like the west wind in retrieving my golden feather. Now, fetch me another rarity.
Sure. I'm up for whatever challenge you have in mind.
A wealthy noble from Macedonia is visiting various sanctuaries throughout the Aegean, looking for the most sacred to make a great offering.
Oh, what would he offer the gods? And why?
The why is unimportant. Perhaps he asks the gods to make his drachmi multiply, or to harden his cock. But the offering is said to be a crafted golden bracelet, as beautiful as Aphrodite, with workmanship to rival that of Hephaestus. It would look better on my wrist than on an altar.
So how far do I have to travel to find these sacred sites?
I had one of my royal crew, Anaximandros, draw several maps to show you the locations. He's clever with a stylus.
Any guards at these holy sites?
Probably not, though I suppose you risk offending the gods and earning their enmity for all time. If you take stock in that sort of thing.
Good enough for now. I'll keep an eye out for the bracelet you want. Come on. Move!
Γιατί εμέν οι θεοί τιμωρούσι. Αδύνατον εστί εγερθίστα. Τραγωδοποιός εστί κλέπτης, ότι από υποκριτό κλέπτο αξιοποιεί του έρθει. This is no place for you.
No trouble if I'm spotted here. I think this is the place on this map.
Φιλαγρότη και λυτηρία, δρυμώνα.
Flower petals. These would have lined the offering box. Someone tossed the box here, but it's empty. The lid of the offering box. These ribbons tied the box shut.
Επικαλούμε σε μάγκα, περίπολο και τελετάρχα, θεών πάτε, δε και ιέ, ήπιε, κούρε νημάτων, πατρίγο, με, ότι και το κόμμα, ελθέ, μάγκα, πιστέεσαι, βρύρον και χαρημένος αή. Επικαλούμε σε μάγκα, πολιονίδε περίπολε και τελετάρχα, θεών πάτερη, δε και ιέ.
Perhaps one of these couples saw something.
I thought you would like it. Doesn't matter if I like it. Do you have any idea how much it was worth?
What it's worth? What's a curse from the gods worth?
Don't be a superstitious donkey. That bracelet was priceless.
Hey, all you care about is money. What about how I feel?
Hey!
I wanted to impress you.
You wanted to get into my clothes, you mean?
Hey!
Huh. What do you want?
Which one of you idiots stole the bracelet from the shrine?
By Poseidon, she knows.
Shut your teeth. She doesn't know anything. How could she?
Maybe because every goat herder around could hear your spat. Give me the bracelet.
You don't scare me.
Where?
I threw it off the cliffs, into the sea.
Malaka. Guess I'm going for a swim.
Ah, my lovely Miss Theos. What news?
The time I sank into finding these trinkets for you had better be amply rewarded.
Does my little oblites feel undervalued?
I don't see you risking your life over wild waters.
Ha! In my youth, I sailed every sea and explored every island as if driven by Poseidon. But now I carry a burden like Atlas. Don't worry, Cassandra. I have a fat purse for your efforts. So, my west wind returns.
It seems I've picked up your taste for treasure hunting.
Is there no greater passion?
So what do you have for me?
A group of bandits has put their hands on Triton's conch shell. They think it has the power to control the tides. Many would want such a thing. Will you bring it to me?
More maps?
How else would you find the bandits? Go on now. I want that shell.
From your lips to the god's ears. It will be in your possession.
It is your work that gives me riches, not theirs.
Sounds like quite a story. Is the shell at least made of gold?
My friend, in our time together, would you think I'd be interested in such an object if it were not made of gold?
Are you sure you're not trying to control the tides?
Only fools think they can move the sea.
Do you know anything about the bandits that have it?
They're bandits. They steal and kill. What more is there to know?
I could easily describe you and your pirates the same way.
You want to know how we differ? Take a look around you. I have an island. Them, they have a hole in the ground.
I see. I'll be back with your shell. Not what Xenia wants. May as well keep it for myself. I guess I'll have to keep this for myself. Let's go. The entrance must be underwater.
Someone's lying there.
This is the conch. It's heavy. I can see why Xenia wants it. I'd rather not swim through that tunnel again. There's a breeze in here. Must be another way out. have what you need.
Give it here, then.
Any trip that involves me diving into an underwater cave doubles the cost.
I'm not sure what the better addition to my collection is. This shell, or the one holding it?
It's always a pleasure to have your drachmi jingling in my pouch, Xenia.
My West Wind, you have shown a keen nose for hunting treasure. I'm hoping to rely on you now for more personal work.
What did you have in mind?
A crooked merchant stole several of my maps.
A dishonest merchant got the better of you?
His act burns in my breast. The maps pointed to relics that would be crown pieces in my collection. Find them, and I will shower you with drachmi.
Tell me what happened.
The Kozner of Tolikos is a swindler and a cheat. He robbed me of some of Aximandros' best work. I'm sure he's planning to find my treasures and sell them for a fortune.
Okay. I'll try to find him before he can do that.
He rots about Nafplio. Check there.
I'll see what I can uncover. I've come to talk to you, little man.
Eh? Who are you? You know what? I don't care. I don't like your look.
What's wrong with my look?
You smell like you don't have any money.
Do you smell the infernal winds of Erivos? Because I will fall upon you like one of the Furies.
Who are you? What have I done?
Return the maps you stole from Xenia, or I'll destroy you like your wares.
You wouldn't dare! No! Enough! Stop! The maps are in my residence.
Where?
It lies next to the Nafplia shipshed, not far from here.
The maps better be there, or I'll come back for you.
Hey, I'm warning you. Get away.
I should watch my step around here.
Found you! Won't take long. Go, now! Full arm!
treasures Xenia wants. Move!
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
This must be the place. Who's a good bird?
Off we go now.
Found it. Xenia's map maker is right on the mark again.
Stay alert. I'll leave an offering as a temple.
Here it is. Golden Lyre of Apollo. What Xenia won't give for this.
Come on.
Damn, that's good leather. You won't be making trouble anymore.
The tide has brought my favorite little weapon back. What do you have for me?
You know how much work I had to do for a couple of ordinary musical instruments? I could have just gone to the market.
These are not common instruments. These are fine works of art.
Then you should pay me double.
Double? Malaka. I like the way you think. Done.
Thank you.
Now, my West Wind, your timing is sharper than a spear point. I have a much more serious matter to discuss. Follow. Still breathing?
Everything hurts, so I guess so.
Galatia limped home after her ship was attacked. She lost vital cargo, and several of her crew were taken prisoner. You could fix these problems for me.
What do you need?
Galatia, tell your story.
We were sailing near Pelene when we were ambushed. Our ship was boarded and sunk. I escaped, but I lost our prized cargo.
Who attacked you, and why?
Soldiers of one faction or another. They are all the same to me.
That doesn't make finding them easier.
I was too busy holding in my guts to worry about what banner they were flying.
Calm yourself. Galatia told me the thieving scum retreated to Olaros Fortress.
Yeah, in Achaea.
What did your crew lose that was so dear?
A prized old coffer for Xenia.
The exact what and why are not important. Only understand that the coffer carries something I value greatly. Bring it back, and I'll reward you well.
What happened to the rest of the crew?
Many died in the fighting, but I saw at least 3 dragged off by the Malaches.
And where were you?
Bleeding in the surf, trying to make sure I did not go to the crows, so someone would live to tell the tale.
Rest, Galatia. Among the missing are my master of maps, Anaximandros, keen-eyed Ira, and Galatia's brother Kitos. They are all terribly loyal. It would be a shame to lose them.
Leave it to me. I'll find your crew and your precious cargo.
Yeah!
Let's hope no one notices me here.
I've seen better days.
Pocrates, it's good you're here.
Is it? Look around you. Athens is dying.
What do you think is going on?
I don't know. What I do know is that it kills without discrimination. Rich, poor, philosopher or farmer, and I'm helpless to stop it.
What's happening to the victims?
Leaking, postulant rashes, raging fevers, pallid, sweaty skin. I find many dying in their own excrement.
Is there nothing that can be done?
I try and ease the suffering where I can. The plague is spreading through the victims' excretions. I'm sure of it. The bodies must be burned.
Your compassion for the people has always inspired me.
Unfortunately, compassion is all I have to give. The gods have shown me how arrogant I had become.
We're only mortal, and the gods like to remind us whenever they can.
I need help burning the bodies, Cassandra. Fanatics are roaming the streets trying to stop me in my work.
What fanatics?
The followers of Ares. Superstitious fools. They believe burning the dead is sacrilege and attacked me. Can you believe it?
These followers of Ares don't worry me. I'll help burn the bodies. May you reach Hades safely. Athens is but a shade of what it was. This is the worst of it. That's all of them.
Μόλις. Αν θες με αναπαύσω. Κατηραμένος είναι. Φεύγει.
Cassandra, you're back.
Gotaran, sorry. Wait! Where? I'll be right back. See you at Aspasias.
Sometimes I think you are too much like me.
I know you're angry, and you have the right to be. Why do they hide in the houses? That's while the care stuff come to offense. Understand? Pericles.
Cassandra, it's good to have you back.
I've never seen anything like this.
Those who aren't killed by the plague run wild in the streets. Death is rampant, and it's only a warning. We have ignored what truly plagues us for too long. Cleon.
How can you worry about him at a time like this?
Under his reign, Athens will lose the freedom and glory that has put it on the world stage. It is time to turn my words into actions.
How?
You will find out as soon as I do.
We are Athenians. We settle our disputes democratically. But there comes a time when words... I didn't expect to see you.
What do you think you're doing? You're driving this mob to madness.
This is nothing. I will make Athens great again. Athens' name was once held high in the world. Now, what has it become? Let's return Athens to greatness. We will be feared again. Raise your voices.
Aspasia.
Oh, Cassandra. You returned to Athens. What's left of Athens, the world we've built is crumbling at our feet.
It's as loud as a battlefield out there, and as violent.
They're calling for Pericles' head, as though he should know how to handle this catastrophe. No one is prepared for the end of the world.
I came to talk to you. I found out some things about my mother. Her name, her shape...
Cassandra, it's not the time. Pericles is dying. He won't see me. He won't let Hippocrates in his room. He only babbles about going to his precious Parthenon.
Pericles is a strong man. I'm sure he can fight the sickness.
You heard the mob. He can't defend himself. He'll die with no glory.
Athens has known him a lot longer than they've known this plague. He gave them a voice. His accomplishments will speak for him.
Pericles needs treatment, and the gods know he won't let me in. He respects you. Could you go to him?
I could try.
If you do, I will make the time to talk about your mother. For now, he needs your help.
It's worth a shot.
Aspasia, I lied. I told you.
It's Cassandra.
Yes. Come in. It's embarrassing. Someone so strong, seeing me like this.
I admit, you don't quite look yourself.
I don't feel like myself either.
I brought your drugs.
Ah, yes. It's usually Phoebe who does the delivering. At least I'm alive. Though I can't say the same for my city.
It's a shadow of what it was.
Well, it will belong to Cleon now. He will have to lift it out of its sorry state. I wish to see it with my own eyes. Come to the balcony. Much has changed. I can't even stand up straight to look death in the eye.
You'll recover sooner if you let Hippocrates see you.
It's my time. The plague chooses no favorites. I fear I failed Athens. Its people... Aspasia?
No, you haven't.
You're kind, but I've lost. Aspasia needs protection, as does Athens. I thought I gave enough to Athena, but it seems it isn't so. I should be out there, on the streets.
You'd be overtaken. There are mobs, and Cleon's doing nothing to calm them.
Thank the gods, Cleon won't see me like this. But that's all I can thank the gods for. They've turned on me.
It's not the gods' fault. It's the world. It's turned upside down.
Athens' fate is decreed. All we can do now is wait.
You should go back inside. You need to rest.
Where I should be is in the Parthenon, my greatest legacy to Athens. We need the gods' blessing. But Aspasia...
Aspasia's right.
She often is. But not about this. Yes. I'll go inside. Thank you, Cassandra. Tell my Aspasia I was a good boy and took my drugs.
I will. Pericles let me in. He took his drugs without complaint.
Thank you.
Something wrong?
I expected Phoebe back by now.
I saw her in the crowds outside. Did you send her somewhere?
I had her go to Anastasios to see about a ferry. As soon as Pericles is strong enough, we're leaving Athens. We have to.
But now she's missing.
I'm sure she's all right.
Aspasia, there's a plague. You've seen the streets. She's just a child.
Give her the credit she deserves. She's more of a fighter than I was at her age.
I told Pericles the cult is in Athens. It's too dangerous.
The cult? I thought it was the sickness talking.
I'm going to look for her. Where is Anastasios' house?
It's across from the Odeon of Pericles.
Here. This looks like the place. Why, the gods! What happened here? This was savage. Done to send a message. Deimos must be carrying through on his threat.
I'm glad Phoebe wasn't here. Hopefully she's safe.
Phoebe! No! Hey! Stop! Phoebe! Earth, Mother of all, I greet you. Aniazu.
Cassandra! Are you all right?
I need to speak to Aspasia.
We must find Pericles first. He's missing.
I don't fucking care! Tell me where Aspasia is!
Cassandra!
I'm sorry, Phoebe.
Aspasia went to find Pericles at the Parthenon. She should be there. I think we'd better go with her.
I agree, my friend. I agree.
Aspasia knew the danger, and she still sent you. I'm sorry, Phoebe. You didn't deserve this.
There you are, Cassandra. Quickly, Pericles may be inside. What's gotten into you?
Phoebe is dead. She's dead because you sent her to do your work!
No, it's not true. Phoebe wanted to go. She told me she would be all right.
And you believe that child?
You know Phoebe. She wouldn't have taken no for an answer. It was out of my hands.
Out of your hands? You sent her away! You could have protected her!
What I asked of her was needed to protect Pericles. She lived to help others, Cassandra. She lived to help you.
It's a tragedy. She should be here.
Of course she should. But you know the cost of living this life.
I do. But did Phoebe?
Aspasia, you're here.
Any sign of Pericles?
If he's here, he's inside praying. He refused to stay safe in the villa.
Things have gotten even worse in the Agora. It's madness.
Speak later and act now. Pericles?
Go!
I'm going to destroy everything you ever created. Athens is mine.
Pericles!
Stay out of my way.
All is lost now.
He was a great man. Perhaps greater than we even knew.
We need to get her out of Athens.
We'll take my ship. We have to leave. Don't let him die in vain.
Never. We have to move quickly.
Stay close, just in case.
Stop! Cleon has ordered that no one leave Athens. And he wants Aspasia brought to him.
I'm not going.
Leave!
Don't let them go!
You're the god!
More!
It's all clear now. Let's go.
We're going to stay, Cassandra.
What? Why?
My work is here. I can't leave the Athenians in the state they're in.
You don't need us to protect Aspasia. Leave Athens to us.
You saw what happened to Pericles. You want the same to happen to you?
If every dissenting voice disappears, the people won't turn against him. They need me here.
You're sure?
I have lived as an Athenian, and I will die as an Athenian.
Then do something for me. Both of you.
Of course.
Retrieve Phoebe's body. Give her a proper burial.
Everything she deserves, and more.
Thank you.
Time to go, Cassandra.
And I expect to see you both again. Alive.
The farther we get from Athens, the quieter it grows. As though it's peaceful. But I know better.
I'm sorry, Aspasia. About Pericles. And Athens.
You have no need to apologize. For anything.
It feels like I let everyone down. I didn't get to them quick enough. I didn't make the right decisions.
It's not your fault. There's no one to blame but the cult of Cosmos.
About Phoebe.
No, allow me. Phoebe was my responsibility. I should have kept her closer to me. It was a mistake.
No, I wanted to apologize. It wasn't your fault. I'm sorry.
Yet another murder to the cult's credit.
I'll make each of them beg for mercy before I kill them.
That time will come. For now, let us look to the future. Do you have a heading?
I was hoping you would help me with that.
Yes, of course. This woman.
Phoenicas. Her ship was called Siren Song.
Phoenicas. Yes, I know the name. Last anyone heard, her ship was docked on the island of Naxos.
Then we go to Naxos to see Phoenicas.